What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cracker Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Angel.
This is Joey.
And as you see, I got two guest hosts on my left side right now. And we're going to be doing a special shooting the shit. Because Anubis, he has not watched Game of Thrones. Boo. But yeah, he hasn't watched it. So what we're going to do, I had to bring in a couple guests that knew Game of Thrones as well as I did. So yeah, so our shooting the shit is going to be on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So basically what we're going to do today, we're just going to do a broad, talk about it. We ain't going to go through specific seasons. That'll be a later video or so when we talk about individual seasons. Mm-hmm. Right now, we're just going to just do a broad just talk about the characters and whatever else comes up while we're discussing.
And there's going to be, for those of you who haven't watched it, there's going to be lots of spoiler
alerts for anyone who's not watched Game of Thrones.
Yes, definitely.
So, yes. So, all right. So, Game of Thrones. Can we all agree that it is one of the greatest shows of all time?
Yes.
Hands down.
Even one of the greatest books also.
Well, we'll judge that when his ass gets off his ass and makes
finish
the damn book. That's right, what's it, J.R.R. Martin, whatever the fuck, George R.R. Martin, get off your ass and finish Game of Thrones. Or Song of Fire and Ice. We want to know how it ends.
If you want your prequels to these shows, he takes a hand in those too, and he does. He has a lot of projects dealing with Game of Thrones.
Timmy, I don't want to hear that bullshit.
I mean,
no excuses.
None.
No excuses.
Get off your ass and make that book. We want to know what's happening, man. Like, the show is good and all, but the book is always better. Hurry up.
That's true.
But anyways, yeah. So. Actually, we'll start this way. Tiffany, Angel. What's your favorite character in Game of Thrones?
My favorite. Can I do two?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, my favorite two characters got to be Arya Stark and Tyrion Lannister. Those are my two favorite ones.
Yeah.
I mean, because they are just awesome characters. They went through a whole lot. Just them two in general have went through so much. And I mean, Arya's bad. Like, she kicks ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely.
So, Joy, what's your favorite two?
So, as a whole, though, my favorite two, let's see here, it'll have to be Khaleesi and Tyrion Lannister. Definitely. So, I'm going to have to agree with Angel here and say that Tyrion, he's been through a lot. And then, of course, Khaleesi, I like Khaleesi. So
There's a lot of dudes out there that like Khaleesi. But, man, I think for me, of course, if you were talking about at least top 2 to 3, well, I say top 2 favorite characters, your list cannot not include Tyrion Lannister. You have to have him in there.
Thank you.
He's one of the best characters in this show.
Yeah.
Just seeing the growth he's had,
His mindset, like he is freaking one of the smartest ones out of the whole freaking Game of Thrones.
Yep.
His character in general is just a strong character.
Yeah.
It is, man. And they got the perfect person to play him, too.
Right,
Peter
they did.
Dinklage.
Oh, my
Yes, sir.
goodness. He's doing an awesome job.
Peter, keep up the good work.
I don't think anybody else could have played that part as good as him.
No.
I think my second one would probably be, honestly, The Hound.
I can see
I like
the Hound.
Like, The Hound, man, just watching, when you watch the episodes from the beginning, he just looks like a horrible asshole.
Right, but when you get to know him and his storyline, you be like, I can see why he's like that. And
right, and but not even that, the further along in the series we get, he's starting to soften up a little bit.
Well, you gotta think, who was he around?
That's true, yeah.
Arya. He was around Arya.
Yeah, but
he toughened her up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he also made her stronger, so.
He showed her kind of like to kind of be brutal, to have no freaking heart.
How the world really was.
Exactly.
That little shell you've been living in up there. But this is how the world really is.
But you have to think, before she even got to the Hound, she already went through her shit. She's like been through on her own at 10.
Now, I'll say I agree with that, but I think the Hound helped her understand how Westeros really was. Like how cutthroat and evil. I mean, not even evil, but just you have to be willing to kill a man just to eat sometimes if you have to. You
gotta do what it takes.
Exactly, you gotta do what it has to.
She wanted to show mercy when he was like that because it didn't benefit him.
And man, there was one of my favorite parts, and now because in season 6 season 7 it showed. But remember, I think it was season 4 or season 5, season 4, where him and Arya are traveling together, and they meet the dude and his daughter.
Yeah, and with the they were traveling, right?
No, but they
had the house.
Yeah, they had the house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
They fixed it for him, and the hound ended up robbing him.
Yeah.
And he said they'll be dead by winter.
And they were dead because of him.
But no. But not even that. He knew they would never made it, no matter how much because he didn't have the fortitude, and he was old, so he didn't have the strength to really keep what's his. But not just that. There's an episode. I think it's episode.
It's in season
7.
6.
No, season 7, episode 5 or 6.
When he goes back.
Yes, where the hounds go travel with those dudes,
and he buries them.
Yep, and he buries them. But he was right though, because they were dead.
Well,
Because people robbed him though.
Yeah, but that's what he was doing. He was basically saying if he didn't do it, somebody else was going to do
Exactly.
it. So.
And why not do it for us when we got to eat? So that's what I'm saying. And I think that was one of the most important. Even though she may not ever admit it, the Hound was one of the most important people in Arya Stark's life.
That's true.
Because he showed her what it took to truly survive in Westeros, and for me, that's what I got out of it. I don't know about y'all. I'm talking. So
I think she learned more with her being on her own. Just think of her mindset. How she pretended to be a boy.
Right, but
she portrayed a boy for a very freaking long time. Nobody knew the difference. She got in contact with the Hand, which was what's his name, Lannister. What's the dad's name?
The Hand. Are you talking about Tyrion?
Tyrion.
No, Tywin Lannister.
Yeah, Tywin
which is
Lannister.
also one of my favorite characters.
She got in close contact with him, and she was able to learn his strategies, learn his mindset.
I don't think she wasn't paying attention to that much.
She was looking at all.
Him.
Thank you.
Yeah, she was
looking at his paperwork. She was paying attention to the conversations.
Let me ask y'all a question. If the Arya Stark from season 7 was in that position, what would have happened to Tywin?
She would have killed him.
Exactly.
He'd be dead already.
Exactly, and that's my point. She would have taken the opportunity, because this is as close as she was going to get to maybe end the war or maybe kill somebody that needed to be killed. And that Arya Stark from later on in the series would have killed them.
She did think about it, but she said it was too late then, because by the time she had already took her 3 lives.
But no, what I'm saying is that, see, that's the difference between that Arya and the Arya I'm talking about. Excuse me, because the Arya from later on in the series would have killed him.
Right.
It wasn't been too late. That was one of the dudes she was going to kill, and he was going to die.
He was on her list.
She wouldn't hesitate. Because you see what happened to what's the other dude? What's the dude?
You're talking about
his sniveling ass.
Are you talking about the one with the red wedding? His house.
I can't remember.
What is his name? He's with the freaking bridge.
Walter Frey.
Yeah,
Walter
Frey.
Yes,
that's
So and you see. She made sure she
showed
got
no
up to his
fucking
ass
mercy.
and got
the way she did that was amazing.
Brilliant.
Like, it was awesome.
That was a mini Hound.
True.
Right there. And that moment, for me, when she did that, she was the Hound.
That's probably one of
the Hound came out right there. So that
top
for
top
me.
10.
I thought so. That was a top, one of the best episodes. Is her fucking killing the whole family. She wiped out a whole family of men and told the girls that what did she say? Winter is coming.
No, Winter came from Frey.
Yes.
I know some Game of Thrones, y'all. I love that show. I'm sorry.
She's one of my favorite characters, man. She's to me, she's one of the best characters. Her and Tyrion.
Yeah, they are, and you get to see so many different. Facets of each one of their characters, man, and that's a testament to how good an the actress that plays Arya Stark. I don't know her name.
She's a great actor.
Yeah, she is. To be able, when you see how she was in the very beginning of the show
to now.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at her age too, think about her age. She did a really good job. So.
And she got good enough to be able to beat Brianna.
Right.
Or not beat her, but it was a draw.
She did.
But it was a draw because they both could have killed each other, right? And they both stopped. So it was a draw. But that's what I'm saying. That's how skilled she got from the lessons from.
What is the guy?
The sword master, her dancer teacher.
No, it wasn't her dancer teacher.
No, what I'm saying is taught her sword style.
True.
That's,
you're right.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. What was he? Something Spider. He was. Oh fuck! What?
No. It wasn't him.
Spanish dude.
Yeah, Spanish dude came from that. Where she Bravos.
Right, Bravos.
Yes.
The last sort of Bravos.
That's where she went to go train.
That was the city we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. I agree with y'all, man. Those two are for me, they are the top characters.
Right.
Or I think Tyrion is the top character.
And she's right behind him.
close, but there's actually a few others I would put up there with them, and I'll go into that. But I think there's a couple more people I'd put right up there with Arya as far as seeing them grow throughout the series.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, the main one, is Jon Snow.
Yes.
Like seriously, when you see the person he was become the leader,
the child, like he was in a child mindset. I mean, he didn't have any experience. He was a boy when he first started out. He thought that he was going to, guard the wall. He had a different perception, and Tyrion Lannister had to tell him to open his eyes and look around you. These are your brothers. This is what you're going to. This is what you asked for.
Right.
I mean, Jon Snow, is also 10, one top 10.
Top
10 best characters in the show.
Can we just say how awesome it was that he fucking died and came back?
Man,
and he said his post or his what was he said? His post was done or something like that.
Yeah, oh no, his time is done.
Yeah, his time is done because he fucking died.
His watch is ended.
Yeah, his watch is ended. Yeah,
his watch is ended.
That was one of the fucking favorite. Man, I was.
And there's so many good, even some of the weakest seasons. Because I think for me, 2 and 5 are the weakest seasons in the series. But even in the weaker seasons,
they had their good parts,
good moments in each season, like moments that stick with people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after like season 2, the Battle of Blackwater Bay, one where Tyrion basically saved.
Thank you, and nobody acknowledged that shit. Like they really
because he's a dwarf.
Yeah, it went past.
But he's great mind, great freaking mind.
He was the one who saved King's Landing. There's not even a question. He saved King's Landing.
While we're on Tyrion, what do you think about the fan theory that he is a Targaryen? I feel like he could be.
I think he may be. Honestly, he could be probably part. He's not full, not like the full Targaryen. I think he could have been part Targaryen because of the way the dragons responded to him. Because you see, and actually that theory makes sense now that we saw it in season 7, where Jon Snow, who we know is half Targaryen.
It was able to go up.
Touch the dragon.
And the reason,
it kind of does prove it.
And the reason why I say that, because look at what his father said. Look how his father always treated him. He's like, you're no son of mine. He always treated him. The only reason why he was able to do things because he held the Lannister name.
Right.
That is the only way. Otherwise, he didn't give a fuck about Tyrion. He tried to kill him several times.
Right. And even though he had never admitted it, because I know in the episode where he killed Shay and his dad, he was saying he respected Tyrion for surviving.
Mm-hmm.
But I call bullshit on that because he was going to have Tyrion executed.
Yeah, that's what he was about to do.
You're moving it up. Yeah,
I'm not moving it up.
Yes, you are.
Just evening it out.
No, bitch, you ain't having nowhere near even.
Boy, you would let me.
Nowhere near even.
Let's talk
what
about
was she evening out?
Let's talk about some of the characters who didn't last as long. Some of the good characters who probably would have been good in the series.
What's his name?
Ned Stark.
Ned Stark.
He dies in everything. He dies in everything.
Does. Like, it's like a show called Black
If you watch any of his shows, he's always the first to die.
Always the dude. Like, come on, Sean Bean.
Yes.
Stop doing this like
that.
that.
But that's his trademark. That's his trademark, though. He dies in that type of thing.
Hey, he's getting the money and he's leaving.
Hey, that's true.
I'm
we can't ask more than that.
Bouncing shit.
Right. But
he was a great character,
he was an awesome character but I love. You know why I love his character now more than I did in the beginning?
Because of what he did.
No, not because of that. Because it showed honor held no standing in the Game of Thrones universe. No standing. Because Ned was as honorable man, man that you would ever find in that show.
Yes.
Every honor, if you ever think about it, anybody who's seen Game of Thrones, if you really think about it, every truly honorable person in Game of Thrones dies, and rightfully so, because and I know that's harsh to say, but in Westeros it's cutthroat.
There's no rules in the Game of Thrones.
That's right. No, it is a one rule. No, it's because Cersei was telling Ned that it's either you win or you die.
Loyalty.
But no, that's not even no.
Not even loyalty.
In Game of Thrones, you either win or you die. There is no middle ground. So that's why. Because they all, characters like Cersei understand. Cersei the Hound, people like that.
She's not stupid. She's well aware
of what she realized, but she knows there ain't no middle ground. You got to do what you got to do because Ned had the opportunity when he found out that she was her and Jaime Lannister were screwing and had kids. Right. And Joffrey wasn't his kid. Ned knew he was gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm.
King was gonna kill him. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about
He
it.
was so close.
Robert, yeah, he knew Robert was gonna kill him, and didn't act on it. And when he should have, and like I said, you know, his even the spider tells him in the cells, your honor
is what cost you
is what
your life.
Yeah.
That's what cost them the king. What cost the king his life.
True.
That's what he
could
told
have
him.
told
Your
him
honor
what
is
was
the reason
going
why Robert
on.
died.
Right.
Because he knew what everything was, and he could have told him and solved.
That would have killed the kids and everything.
It would have completely erased the Lannisters out of power with that one move, just telling the king those aren't his kids.
That is true, and that would have been the end of the Lannisters
Hell,
at
technically
least.
in the Game of Thrones, but
right. It would have been because let's talk about Cersei Lannister and how fucking great of a character she is. How
That
great of a
also
job
in that-
she is evil, but she's a great character.
Great actress,
That was not an insult. That was a compliment. Because she is one of the few women in that show that understands I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do to secure to take care of my house,
Her
Right.
family, period.
The name. I mean, my thing is she understands that it's a man's game and she understands what the rules are and she's playing them very fucking well. And so far, I mean, yes, she had a couple of hiccups, but overall, you gotta think from where she started in the very beginning to where she is now. She's like one of the only Lannisters. Everybody's wiped out
Right.
except with the kids.
Yep.
And you might as well say that her brother kind of disregarded her after that last shenanigan.
Right.
Like seriously, she really kind of flipped her wig, but she had to do it.
Well, no, well, yeah.
She had to
you
do
understand. You can understand where she's coming from when she's telling Jamie all this stuff.
Right.
You know, I can understand because you know you got to protect your family. We don't know if 3 dragons couldn't take out the White Walkers, what chance do we got?
Exactly.
So let's just do it.
But
so
she
let's stay
betrayed.
here. Yeah, but she even like I said, even if because she knew they were gonna die anyway, either scenario, because she knew deep down that Daenerys was gonna get that throne.
Regardless,
And she knew that. But she also knew that, okay, I can either die by Daenerys' hands right now,
Or fight.
but one or two things are going to happen. When they go off to fight, either they're going to defeat the White Walkers and they're going to come kill us, or the White Walkers are going to defeat them, then they're going to come kill us.
Right.
So either way, she knew betraying them is not going to matter because.
Well, where do you think she sent the dude off to?
Oh, he sent them off to Bravos because she paid for their money for their fighters to bring over from there.
Oh, so they're gonna. Oh.
Yeah, so she sent that dude off. He
To
was put on
bring
that
other
act,
people.
but yeah, to bring some more soldiers.
Oh,
That
okay.
makes a lot of sense. then.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought she was still kind of on some fuck shit. Like,
She was smart. She's
Well,
like,
good.
okay, while they're off doing that, I'm gonna fortify my defenses. That way, one way or another, I'm gonna try to survive. Whether Daenerys comes back or the White Walkers come, one or the
Right.
other.
Do you think she got a chance?
No.
No, well,
She's gonna die.
No, the prophecy that took place in the beginning of season 5 shows that she's gonna die.
It was already written at when the lady told her.
Well, excuse me, that's what I'm talking about. That prophecy that the witch was telling her.
Mhm.
Yeah, so she's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of sounds like it sounds like when they were going on through the prophecy that she's gonna die by Daenerys' hands, but I don't know for sure. I can't remember the exact words of the
Right, I
prophecy,
can't
but I
remember
just know
Say
that she
exactly
died.
how.
Yeah, but she will die, and it explains who's gonna kill her. So Cersei time is up, no matter what, and I think that's what's governing a lot of her actions. She knows that prophecy, and she's doing everything in her power to try to prevent it. Everything.
All right, let me ask you a question. Betrayal. Who is the #1 betrayed person in this show?
That's too easy of a question. That fucking Littlefinger.
Littlefinger. I
Like,
can't
fuck
stand
that
it. When
dude,
he
man.
died, it was like
Ugh,
it was
it's like,
better than
finally.
Joffrey dying.
Like, damn.
So you wouldn't think
No, there is no bigger betrayal artist.
No,
than
the
What's
bald
the-
guy. The bald guy.
no, the great what's that
Oh, the Maester.
no, not the Maester, the boy, the little boy that helped that was robbed, that freaking damn near wiped out his fucking village, killed everybody in his village.
The fuck are you talking about?
The ones that's with the Squid family, what they're the sea the Greys, the Greyjoys, yeah, the Grey, yeah, Theodore.
Yeah.
Like he literally, like he was raised with them, brought up with them, and but he had to make a decision.
But he understood though because he had technically the Starks were not his family, no matter what.
Right.
but they
family
raised
is
him.
number one. I
Yeah,
agree, but it's still not his blood.
But look what that
And
cost
plus,
him.
and he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, he was.
But for him to, that was not his plan to, or, you know, for him to go over there to the Starks. His father didn't have him to do that. He did that on his own. And the way he did things, burning kids and stuff like that, you have to think that's extreme. And then thank God that the brothers escaped, because otherwise he would have killed them.
Right. And
You
it's
have
true.
to think he betrayed the best family ever, the most loyal family
Doesn't
ever.
matter. No one comes close to Littlefinger.
Yeah,
As far as
Littlefinger,
betrayal.
he just
Nobody.
goes flip flops and
Manipulating,
everybody.
Manipulating
Ooh.
ass. I mean,
What do you
does it
think?
smoothly too. He does. Hey, I'm not criticizing him. He doesn't. He doing what he got to do to survive. Because he's like the lesser of all of the houses.
Somebody
He's
just got smarter than he was.
That's
But
all.
he had
Yeah.
raised his ranks to one of the highest
Oh, yeah.
families too.
Right.
So you have to think of it like that, and he did it in the most conniving, sneaky way.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he's
agree.
a good character. I mean, he was smart and he played the game well. But I don't like how I finally like how Sansa kind of start opening her eyes and stop being so gullible
I hate
and
Sansa.
stupid.
I'm sorry, everybody.
She's one of
I
my
hate
least
Sansa.
favorite
I
characters.
really- I
No
hate
offense,
Sansa.
she's a great actor, but how they have her portrayed like she's like this
a bitch.
doughy-eyed, weak person. But in the last couple of seasons, you can tell her character is becoming smart. She's
I don't
coming
care.
in.
I still hate Sansa.
No, I still like
You don't just
Sansa.
wash that hate out from a few episodes in one season. So I hate Sansa.
She's gonna be the reason why the Stark house falls.
Ugh, it's-
No, that ain't
No,
even
she's
gonna happen.
no. She's smart now.
She was
No,
the reason why
don't
the
get me
Stark's
wrong.
house was saved. To
Yeah,
be honest,
when she
let's be
called
honest. The bands,
yeah,
the banners.
Yeah, when she called not just the
Well,
banners.
she called Littlefinger. That's
True.
basically when they were losing
But it
the
was
battle.
her house. It was
Yeah.
her mother's house.
Exactly. So they came in there. And that's what saved them because they were all gonna die. But yeah. If I don't even know, man. It's like far as what's the best season. I think for me, I think the first and the third. If I'm not mistaken, the third season is the one with the wed wedding. If I'm not
I
mistaken.
want to say it's
No, season 4. Season 4 is when the wedding happens. Don't look it up. I know what I'm talking about. Season 4. She gonna look it up anyway. I'm gonna prove his ass wrong.
No, I wasn't looking it up. Thank you, smart ass.
Well, you can look it up now just because I want to make sure. I'm
Well,
right.
you said the red wedding.
Yeah, the red wedding. This, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's season 4 when it happens.
Season 4,
8,
yeah.
episode 8, season 4.
It's towards the end.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, because I can take a whole
I hated-
episode
I
talking
hated
about
that
the
episode,
that trauma from the red wedding, man.
Cause I really liked Rob, man.
I know, man, but like I said, he was too honorable.
I mean,
But no, he wasn't, because he broke his
agreement.
honor.
Yeah, he broke his agreement with the what's the house called? You know what I'm talking about, Alvin?
Which one?
With the great, not the great George, not the, but Waltons, no, Whartons.
What are we talking about? Who are you talking about?
The one where the red wedding happened.
He was supposed to.
phrase.
Yeah, the phrase.
phrase.
Phrase and the
Exactly.
Boltons.
Okay.
Treacherous bastards. No.
Wait, if you quit third season, wait a minute.
So what's the third season?
The 9th episode of the third season.
Okay, I was right the first time. All right. I was wrong, but I was right the first time.
Whatever.
I should have stuck with my
Whatever.
So what's season 3, episode 9? So yeah, that traumatic experience was what I was not expecting. That was horrible and traumatizing.
I mean, I was expecting it because he betrayed them, and you think he's gonna freaking forgive that betrayal?
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, that's
And look who he raised banners with, the Lannisters. You don't think that was not gonna happen?
No.
right.
Money over them.
That's true.
So no, he didn't give zero fucks.
The
But
Tullys, that's who
Arya,
it was. The Tullys.
the Tullys is.
That's the ones who.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
veil.
Oh yeah, to
that's
save
Tullys,
the
yeah. I knew it was.
Let's talk about how fucked up the Boltons are.
Jeez.
Let's just say the son in general.
Like
Sick,
Ramsey,
sick.
that dude right there.
He was the most hated character. I hated him.
I'm sorry, Ramsey don't even top Joffrey. Like he comes
No.
close.
Joffrey
there.
is
He's
kids
there.
play
No,
character.
man.
Joffrey is kids play compared to this man.
This
Nah,
dude
I
was
don't
sick.
know, man. No.
That dude was sick.
Thank
No, first
you.
of all, yeah,
That dude was
Well,
sick.
no,
And
actually,
Joffrey
Jeffrey
was-
did the same
Joffrey
thing,
was-
shooting the arrows with the girl.
Right, on his name day, he was finna drown a dude with wine. Like, seriously. You don't fucks with Joffrey when it comes to evil.
Oh, my
like,
God.
Okay, but okay.
especially to be
He
his
sent the town
age.
to
Hold
go
on,
chase
hold on,
down
though.
a kid.
But he had that power because he was king.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, let's think.
that doesn't make it any less evil.
Oh yeah, because think about if he was in Bolton's scenario, you think he would be as powerful?
No.
But what I'm saying is that doesn't stop his evil. He still was an
He's
evil
still
little
evil,
prick.
but he wouldn't have that same mentality.
Shit, like
People would not follow
Can
him.
you imagine
Well,
if he
no,
was
shit,
a
he
Bolton
wasn't
and the
following
twisted
him
shit
anyway.
that he would be?
But man, yeah, Ramsey, man, I like this. I like what he did to Theon. Like Theon deserved every bit that Ramsey gave him. I'm sorry, people may disagree.
Yeah, that is
Theon
true. No,
deserved
he
it.
did.
He got what
because
he
he
deserved.
betrayed
Yeah, exactly.
betrayed the Starks.
He
I
did.
agree.
But man, Ramsey,
It humbled
that's an
him.
evil bastard.
Yeah, he is. But he got his due. Sansa, like I
Yeah.
said, she made sure he got his dues. So that's why I like Sansa, because she started realizing you got to play the same game they're playing.
True.
They tortured her. She finally got her revenge.
Just mad it took 7 seasons to finally get that.
I mean, you gotta think she was always young and gullible from the very beginning of the very first episode.
not.
You can tell the difference
She was
between her
spoiled.
and Narya. You can tell
Right.
the difference. So she wanted to be a queen. So that was her mindset. That was how she was brought up and raised.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So she was,
Well, yeah, it is. It is.
Now that we're talking about the women in the show, let's talk about the most powerful woman in the show, Khaleesi.
Khaleesi.
No,
Period.
actually, I would disagree.
Period. No.
I disagree with you.
No. Name a more accomplished woman in the show.
Cersei.
Yeah, I was about to say
Like,
Cersei. They're neck and neck. They're
Joy,
really
she
neck
went-
and neck.
No, did you not see Did you not see the episode where she blew up an entire sect of people and the collateral damage from the explosion?
roses.
Did you see when Khaleesi burned an entire village with her dragons?
But they
Set
deserved it.
herself on
fire.
Oh, she didn't burn an entire village.
Yes, she did.
What village did she destroy with her
No,
dragons?
it was in the army. Remember when she went to go fight the Lannisters?
She did that. Yeah, when she
and
fought
she
the
just started
Lannisters.
burning
But
men
that's
like it
different.
was nothing.
That's soldiers who are in battle.
She did burn that
Cersei
city.
killed hundreds. I'm sorry. With that explosion, Cersei killed thousands. Just to get let me finish. She killed thousands of people just to get rid of 2 people. 2 people. That's all. She didn't hire nobody to kill them.
No.
She killed thousands of people to get rid of 2 people, and that's it.
That's her being evil, and hence why Joffrey is evil.
But that's the most.
Right,
But no,
right.
she flexed her power because, again, she didn't do it. Her
Okay.
hand didn't touch nothing.
Hold on.
She had other people do it. Had little sparrows from the guy that revived the mountain and everything. So
Okay,
Cersei's the most powerful and
Hold on,
accomplished.
hold on.
No, not even most powerful.
Look at her
say
break.
most powerful.
Look at her come up.
Oh,
She that was handed to her.
Thank you.
That was handed to her.
This girl
okay. If
came
she
from-
inherited that.
Oh.
Okay, yes, with a little bit of help from Daddy.
If you want to be technical, so did Danny.
No.
But no, she was
Oh,
raped
oh,
in property,
hear me out.
not in property.
Hear me out. She got handed Drogo's army.
Why?
Because she all she had to do was marry.
No, she didn't
No.
get handed to them. They had
No.
to follow her. She
She
had to
earned that.
get.
Well,
She had to earn
but
her
you don't
freaking
know-
sacrifice
No,
that.
Thank you.
I'm not saying she didn't sacrifice. Shit, so did Cersei. She sacrificed
It's a
her
difference.
son to get rid of the High Sparrow and what's
She
her
didn't
name?
sacrifice her son. Her son committed
She didn't have a
suicide.
choice. She didn't have a
That's what
choice.
he
Yeah,
did.
I'm telling
No.
you, man. Cersei is the most accomplished woman in that entire show.
No, I think I agree that it is Khaleesi, and for the simple fact, she was basically sold.
And she got handed the eggs to the dragons as a gift.
That's
But
a
it was
gift,
her
though.
But what I'm
destiny.
saying, she
That was
earned
her.
that. That was a gift.
That was
But-
not her. That was
but
in
look-
her right.
but
That
look what-
she was a
exactly.
Targaryen.
And look
That's her
What
right.
I'm saying is that she didn't have to work for those dragons.
Who thought of going into the fire
To get them.
to hatch the eggs?
First of all,
Exactly.
she knew she wasn't gonna get burned. She already knew that. Fire
But
don't hurt her.
But
Do you
who
see
thought of the
Cersei
idea?
going in some fire to get some eggs?
Do you see her
Did
getting
you
her
not see
hands
her
dirty?
walk
and-
her ass
Put it this way.
naked and get
Really?
spit on?
Really? That's the worst thing?
I'm not. Well,
When has she got dirty? When has Sansa Lannister got dirty? Cersei Lannister got down and dirty and did the actual deed. Freaking Danny has been there. She's got millions of people to follow her.
Millions.
And just break slavery.
I'm not saying that she has not amassed an entire army.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm not saying she has not amassed an entire army. What I'm saying is for me, to go from just a wife, kind of a secondhand character that really wasn't nothing, to the queen of Westeros, that is a bigger accomplishment. Don't get me wrong. Danny did a lot of shit. I'm not denying or disagreeing with any of you.
What did Cersei Lannister have to do? She has to pay her way everywhere. She has to pay for everything. Freaking Danny earned that shit. People chose to follow her versus her. I'm
going to tell you right now that something I think, again, don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing that Danny is not a strong character in that series. But you gotta think, like, if you really think about it, Cersei has made some heavy sacrifices.
She has
to get to where she's at, to
her
do what she's at to do.
Look at her kids.
But
you gotta think,
to a lesser extent, even though I know
done
she
the
same
thing. She lost her child and her husband, the two most people that she loved.
But that was her fault. Let's just be honest.
But she was a child. You have to understand.
She wasn't no child. She was a queen then. She was a Khaleesi.
But my thing is, she was still a young kid. You got to think when she got sold into actual dealing with Drogo. She was like, in the book, she was like 12 or 13 years old. So you have to think at that age.
We ain't talking about books. We talking about TV show.
But she's portraying as a young adult, even at as a kid.
Right, of course. But what I'm saying is, for me, I think Cersei Lannister has accomplished more. I think she's no. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I know now. Because it took me a minute to. While we were talking and debating, I was trying to figure out the one thing I was looking for. You know the difference between Dany and Cersei? Dany has a bunch of advisors. Cersei been doing this shit on her own.
That is true.
She's been working, maneuvering, scheming, doing what she got to do on her own.
But she's a Lannister. That's what she's been doing it as a kid since she was a kid.
What I'm saying is that to me is more
for her dad though. That's what she's doing.
No. She what she did is she listened, like she told Jamie while he was.
So she had an advisor.
No. What I'm saying is when she was younger, she learned the ways of the realm and how to manage, undermine, and stuff like that when she was paying attention to the lessons her dad were giving them. Because she told Jamie, why you want to be out there sword fighting and everything, I listen. It's what she's been doing now to get to the queen, to get to the throne.
But look where it's gotten her. Herself. Look where she's at by herself. Like you said, by herself.
But again,
Danny's got
that's at the end of season 7. You know what I'm saying? But again, what I'm saying is that, don't get me wrong, I'm not disagreeing with any of y'all that's saying Dany is not an awesome character and not a strong one in there. But she had help. She had advisors, wise guys to help her really do the right thing to get to where she needed to be.
She had advisors, but then not all the time she took their advice and she had to learn and fall.
That's true, but you know what? The time she didn't take their advice, she didn't realize she was hurting herself at the same time, because like Tyrion was trying to tell her, you don't want to go burning people with the dragon, because all they're going to think it's going to be like the old days where they're just coming
with her dad. She's a mad queen.
Exactly. So if she had listened to him, it'd be an easier way to get to the throne. But she disregarded what Tyrion was saying and burned all those letters to soldiers. It's different when you're ruling out of love and then being fear.
But what's the difference between her being ruthless and Cersei Lannister blowing up a whole fucking cathedral of people for two families?
I didn't say they weren't both ruthless. I'm just saying that Cersei set that shit up on her own.
Yeah,
she didn't have nobody advising her.
I mean, I'm saying she is smart, but you have to understand.
She got them all in the place she needed them to be.
But you have to understand, she's learned this as a child.
But that's
she had an advantage, like you said.
That's not an advantage.
That is an advantage.
No, because
if you've been taught,
Jamie would have it, because Jamie was in the same.
Jamie wanted to be a knight of the guard.
Exactly. That's all he wanted to do.
But you can't knock her for listening when she was younger to her dad. That's not a knock on her. That's not saying she had an advantage. No, she just paid attention to what her dad was telling them on how to run and manage Westeros and provide for your family.
She knew she was going to be a queen, so she had to act accordingly. So she done, like I said, she listened to her father. Mindset. He's been breeding her for this since a child.
No. He's been breeding Jaime Lannister for that.
No,
No.
James,
No.
yeah, you are right. He was
In
trying to train him for that. You're absolutely right.
When he's carving up the deer, he tells him, "I need you the man that you were born to become. I need him right now. I don't need him tomorrow. I don't need him now. I don't need him the next day.
Right,
I need him
He
right. I
did
need
say
you
that,
right
yeah.
now." He was grooming Jamie to be the king of this.
But
Cersei's the one who's been listening to all the shit that he's been saying to Jamie, and actually been the one to be executing it.
Right.
That's the difference. And like I said, for me, that's why Cersei Lannister is the top female character in that show. She been using her skills since the beginning, manipulating, undermining,
as a kid.
and exactly getting people, and she understands.
But
money.
she did that with money. That's all her
It doesn't
thing
matter.
is.
It doesn't matter. But you know what? Dudes getting paid. Dudes getting paid to fight will fight a lot longer than dudes just there for honor and stuff like that. Soon as that dragon crossed that sky, how many of them guys gonna still be standing there and not running their ass off?
I'm gonna give you a prime
Them guys
example.
you paying, they're obligated now.
Why?
But
No,
you gotta
no,
think.
not because you're paying. Because if you run away and don't defeat the enemy, they don't get paid.
If you know you're gonna lose, what are you gonna do?
You gotta fight to the end. I'm paying you to fight, no matter what.
But you
Why
gotta
do you
think
think
they're
she
gonna
paid those
cut
soldiers
and
from
run.
Bravos?
They're gonna cut and run versus
Exactly.
Danny's people are gonna fight to the death. They will
got
fight and
nothing
die
to
for her.
lose.
Thank you. People
Nothing
will
to lose.
yield. People will yield, and Cersei
But-
said it all the
even
time when the
Cersei-
city
but you know-
when the city was gonna get
No,
sacked.
but you know what? Cersei was smart enough to understand that, and you know what she did? She wouldn't pay some dudes from Bravos to come help her win this war.
But you got
She understood that.
Danny
Like I
has
said,
a
y'all
freaking
y'all
trained army.
underestimate Cersei on
You
out
had-
here.
Danny
And I
was
understand,
able-
I understand all this shit that she's been doing, and understand the depth that she's willing to,
But
she's
you
willing to
gotta
go
think,
to be
Danny's
the
been
top.
doing the exact same thing.
Cersei ain't no
been
dumbass.
back-
She's smart as shit in this show.
Danny is
Y'all
doing the
ain't
exact
seeing it.
same thing. You gotta think she played
We
the
ain't saying
same
she ain't
game.
smart.
Oh,
Right,
but
but
Danny-
Danny played the same game
No,
with Cersei, but in a
no,
different way.
Yeah.
Danny tried. You know what? Danny's trying to go about it the way Ned Stark.
No, she is not. If you sit there and destroy a whole fucking city with a damn dragon,
Hear me out.
no.
Danny is going about it the way that Ned Stark.
She's a Khaleesi,
Well,
not a queen.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
There's a big difference.
No, but you know what? You know what she's trying to fight with? Honor.
No,
That's why she's freeing them slaves. That's why she wants to free all of them. Not because she wanted to add more people, because she didn't think
wants
they
their
should.
respect.
That's being a
But
good
no.
right. She
But
wants
again,
people to follow
she's
her.
not doing it for respect. She's doing it because it's right. She's not. She earns their respect by doing it.
She's proven
but-
to be a
But
queen
what I'm
and
saying
a
is,
Okay, let me
leader.
ask you-
but what I'm saying, Angel and Joey, what I'm saying is, she's trying to be honorable, and you know what? That will cost you in Westeros, because every honorable character, you see the end they met. You see where Cersei got not being honorable. She
Right.
understood. I got to be down and dirty to do this.
Well,
Okay, and
let
she
me-
did it. But what I'm saying is,
When's the last time you seen Cersei on the battlefront?
I was
first of all-
thinking that same
first of
thing.
all-
Thinking that same
when the
thing.
la- you saw.
She has commanded
Yeah.
an army, an actual.
On the battlefield, it's easy to be on the battlefield when you're riding a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, seriously, no. Yeah, you can talk about being brave and shit, but when you
But
riding a
no,
fucking
she's
dragon,
commanded. She also
no.
commanded her army.
But what I'm
though.
saying is, Tiffany, it's easy to be brave and rush into battle when you're on a fucking
But you gotta
dragon.
think she didn't always have those dragons
But
to be able to
when
leverage.
she did not, she didn't rush into battle with her troops. She never done that.
No, but she went.
You
She
said, oh,
sacrificed. You gotta think this
can't
woman
knock-
has
you can't knock
sacrificed
Cersei
and went
and
from
not Danny now.
nothing
We
to
can't be-
everything.
No, it's gotta be one or the other now.
She's went from nothing to having absolutely nothing to having
Oh,
millions of people
Yes,
follow
millions.
her.
I'm not disagreeing with
She's
that.
a leader,
But what
and
I'm
it's
saying
versus Cersei. Cersei's only for
Cersei ruled. No, I didn't say her. If she was the queen, she would be loved. Cersei rules with fear. And I'm gonna tell you, and Cersei has enough fear to give out because people know not to cross her.
She
they know
reminds
what
me
she's
of the
capable
Bloody
of.
Mary, like Queen Mary.
Okay, let
That's
me
what-
put it to you this way, and I don't mean to cut you off, but if you look at Cersei's people, I think she's more of a target to be assassinated.
Oh yeah,
People would be afraid to do that,
People-
or not afraid to do that. But if you look at Dany, nobody's gonna betray her.
Because her people are loyal and they love her.
Thank you.
They follow her.
And-
That's the
and-
difference.
and I
That is the
disagree.
difference.
I agree. Like, people
She's
would
earned that respect.
People would try to assassinate. What's her name?
Cersei.
In the
Cersei,
heartbeat.
And oh yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with her rise to power.
But
again, don't get me wrong. I'm not. Danny has done a lot. She's got the Unsullied. She's got the Khalasar.
Mhm.
The Khalasar. That she's got
Jon Snow.
Who?
Jon Snow.
Jon
his
Snow. And I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
Crew. Can you
But what
finish
but what I'm saying is, she did all of this with the help of advisors. People giving her advice and her listening. Let me get some of them. Sorry, but I gotta give me some dummies. But she did this with the help of people giving her good advice, telling her, okay, this is what you need to do to survive. This is what you need to do to get people to respect you. This is what you need to do. Cersei did what she's done on her own. Nobody advised her.
Well,
Her dad brought her
No,
up.
her dad did not advise her. What I'm saying.
He brought her up.
You just got done saying that she listened.
But that's not.
And a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying
her
is,
smart
being
doing in the
some of
last
the
season
stuff-
is because of tyranny.
No, but one of the
Yes.
what I'm saying is
Yes.
the stuff that she learned as a kid. That's not
She
saying
used it as an adult.
exactly. But that's her learning it and listening. But that's not an advisor. He's just showing. It's like a teacher. A teacher's not technically an advisor. They teach you the ways of should be. But they teach you what you need to know.
But Danny
and it's
was
up
there.
to you. Huh?
She was trained and brought up to be this type of way. Danny didn't have that advantage. She started from scratch. She had to learn everything on her own. And yes, she has advisors just like freaking Cersei did when she was young. Her dad, her brother is her counselor, even though she don't want to listen to him, but she know he was right on a lot of points. And like he said, he saved the fucking city. If it wasn't for Tyrion, and if a lot of stuff that she was doing really damaged their family.
No, I agree, but she doesn't see it that way.
No, she
Cycle.
doesn't see it that way, but that's actually the reality. She damaged the
Right.
family more than she has helped them by her way of thinking. You have to think about that. Yes, she's a good queen, and yes, she's smart, but actually, no, she's not, because she's done so much freaking damage, so much stupid decisions
Yep.
based off of, oh, I'm going to do it this way, and
Yep.
stuff like that, versus Danny listening. She had advisors around her, too. Instead of listening to her advisors, Danny listened. These people have been to war. These people have been
there.
enslaved or used to do slave human trafficking. These people had freaking skills.
Hands to the king.
Right,
You know what I
and
mean?
hands to the king. Exactly. They had that knowledge to bring a just queen, because that's what they need, a just
Right.
queen.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing.
Not the most hated queen. You seen they were gonna try to freaking kill her when her and her
I
son
ain't
walked
disagreeing with
through.
any of y'all said. It is that what I'm saying is that
I think
still
she might made
Cersei-
him a lot of bad. She
I
made
think
worse
Cersei-
decisions than Danny did. You got to think of from the very beginning to the end, her plans, her decisions, her thoughts, and everything. It did not never map out. The only thing that map out is her saying, "Fuck it, I'm gonna blow up everybody since I can't get my way."
That's true. I ain't disagreeing with any of y'all points. Like I said, y'all made some good points to it.
I'm okay, thank you.
Hey everybody, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little quick break. We're gonna come back. But we thank y'all for joining us, but just join back for the next part. Part 2 of this discussion.